Hi everyone, Aiden here. I just wanted to do a video on magical names for a moment. This is many people view this as kind of a small thing, but I find it to be of very big importance, and you don't have to do this if you're deciding that this is the thing the religion you want to follow. I recommend it personally because I really like it, and it's a tradition that's been handed out for a long, long time. The idea of a magical name traditionally was meant for a witch's safety. This name was written down in all the book's shadows, and if anyone were to ever take it, they wouldn't be able to publicly identify who it belonged to, therefore protecting the witch from the witch trials and all the punishments back then for practicing witchcraft. Now it's more of a symbol of beginning a new life. And to me, my magical name is a symbol of me starting a new life, and it's more of who I am now, whereas my real name is more of who I was then. And I just view that as just the beginning of everything. I just wanted to get some tips and mention a few things. Now if this is what you decide you want to follow this path, first off, welcome and merry meet. If you haven't researched that, that means hello, basically. And I hope you're doing well. Wow. Sorry, I'm just really tired. I've decided to give up caffeine, and I'm on day 2, and it's not easy. Especially when I used to drink 6 cups of coffee every day. Okay. First tip would be, definitely take your time. This is something very special and very important to you, so the more time you put into your name and the harder the work you put in the research, the more special it's going to be and the more power it will hold later. Kind of treat it like you're naming your child. You don't want to give it the bad name because it's going to continue on for the rest of your life. With mine, it took me... Well, it didn't take me that long to figure out the first part, but later on when I kind of realized that I wasn't studying Wicca for what it really was in the very beginning, and I decided to go back and really change my look at research stuff of other religions and other pagan groups, plus get deep down further into Wicca, I realized I really changed my point of view, so I added on the second part to my name, and that's how my new magical name is Aiden Galloway instead of just Aiden as it was before. One of the things I find most common with people who pick their name, they usually pick from legends and stories, sometimes myths. I personally did not do this, but you definitely can. I mean, there's no harm. I would just recommend that you don't pick a name of a deity. This could just lead to a bunch of bad problems later, especially if you meet a coven that worships that deity. That could be considered insults, and just avoid it. You can pick names that may represent the divine, but do not pick that actual name. What I did with mine is that I have a very big, a very strong pride for my family's, for my ancestors, and my ancestors came from Ireland, so I picked an Irish name. What you can do is, if you feel the same way, or there's just a certain group of people that you're attracted to, you can research that region and the names within that nationality, I guess would be the right word. and start from there. Then you can go and look at the names and read what each name means. And people usually then relate their names to things found in nature, such as animals, elements, trees, a lot of stuff, a bunch of stuff. And then you can also pick names that represent certain qualities you want to gain over your spiritual journey. For me, I picked Aiden because Aiden means fire, and my element is fire, and I'm considered definitely a very fiery person. Back in the old days, I used to have quite a temper. I'm also pretty energetic. I've been told that when I did in the beginning practice with other people, I gave off a lot of energy, but it went out like that. So after I was done with a spell or a ritual or even a meditation, I was so exhausted that I would just fall asleep. I just completely wore myself out. I had no control over my energy flow. And I still do. I still find that problem, that I had that problem, and in a way it's gotten worse, but I definitely need to work on that. A lot of it probably is grounding. I really need to work on that. I'm definitely not a perfect pagan whatsoever. What else? Some which is follow numerology, which I did. Oh, whoops! Sorry. Before I move on to that, the Galloway part came later, and that just means stranger, and that's kind of a quality I want to keep. I like helping people, but I kind of like helping people while I'm a stranger to them, because I feel like if you really help, I don't know, I just when I help people, I tend not to know them, and I've noticed that, so I kind of felt that fit, and I guess I kind of just like blend in the crowd after I'm done. I don't like sticking around all that too long, but I just feel like that's a true sign of really helping, caring people, when you're actually giving a damn about a complete stranger. I feel like that's an expression of love right there for everyone. But moving on from that, a lot of witches follow what is known as numerology, and what it basically is you start with this chart where you have the numbers on top, and then you have all the letters in the alphabet going from, I'm just going to go this by slowly so you can actually see it. I'll put this down on the bottom because this is hard to read. And what you do is when you pick out your name, you go through this chart and you match up the letters with each of the numbers, and then you add it up later. I'll show you what I mean. But first, what you have to do is you have to find your birth number. Which what you do is you take your birthday, such as mine right there, and then you break it all up into separate numbers and you add them all together. For example, let me get this right going. I added up all the numbers and I got 33. Whoops. So when you get that double digit at the end, you split it up into two numbers, which in 33 cases 3 plus 3, and then you add them up together and you get 6. And so my birth number is 6. Which is pretty cool because that's 3. It can be split up in 3 groups, and triple goddess. Yeah, a lot of things in Wicca I noticed are very powerful with 3. I can't remember what 6 symbolizes at the moment, but I can look that up and post another video on what each number symbolizes. Anyways, why did I just do that? So what you're trying to do with your new name is that if you're doing the numerology, what you try to do is you pick a name that matches up with the with your birth number. So, oops. So, as you can see, mine's right up there. And then I matched all the letters to a number on the chart, and then added it all up together until at the very end, I got 51. I apologize for my horrible handwriting. I split it up into two numbers, which 5 plus 1, and I got 6. So my name matches my magical number, and that makes my name even more powerful and more personal to me, because it matches up together. And I just spent a lot of time, and I put a lot of effort into finding my name, so it's very, very special to me. And more times I identify myself as Aiden as more than my actual name, which some people frown upon that. I personally don't. It's a part of me. Yeah, I don't think I have much more on the topic. Take your time and pick a name that has an attraction to you and feels special to you. You don't have to follow the numerology, but I put it up there just in case you wanted to. Just find a name that means something to you and go for it. Anyways, I think that's it now. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.